Hello everyone, Chaz again from Physio Fitness. I talked in a couple of videos about introducing some work for the hips and a little bit into the glutes. That's my posh word for kind of your bottom muscles, okay? So if I keep saying glutes, you know I mean backside really. We're going to do some very early stage exercises with those today. There's a couple of little bits of equipment that you might want to consider. So I'm sure everybody has got one of these at home. So get a bath towel, nice big towel, so that you can fold it up and make a reasonable size of padding. But this could also be a pillow. I'm quite happy with using a pillow or a sofa cushion, and it's just to put in between your knees, and I'll explain a little bit more of that later. The other thing that I'm looking for you to have for this really, and I have three different sorts here. These are little resistance bands, looped bands, as you can see. And they come in different grades. So this one's down as a medium. It's kind of a 3 out of the 5. Not overly challenging. This is made of kind of a rubber, if you like. And then the other bands, these are the better bands. Are sort of a bit more materially, a bit more comfortable to wear, and you can see by me comparing them that you can get a thicker one or a thinner one. What you're really interested in is the information on it, which is the amount of resistance you might be working against. So this is pretty tough, this one. It's a real effort to move it, as opposed to this one, which is a little bit more manageable. Now you can pick these up off online. You can actually get a pack of these ones here with a series of grades of resistance. So right from the weakest all the way up to the strongest. This is sitting somewhere in the middle. And you pick them up for about £6. So really good investment. These come in a bit more expensive. You probably get one of these for about £6. And for the broader one, you're starting to get into the £10 figures. And if you wanted to, and you're getting interested in doing all of this, rather than a pillow, you can get one of these kind of like rehab or Pilates balls. This is like £2.99. And it's just perfect for what we need. That's the kind of sales pitch out the way. So you certainly need a towel or a pillow or a cushion, and you will need to get yourself a looped resistance band to follow this program through. Right, let's jump in, let's get on with it so we know what we're doing. So the other thing you'll need is either your bed or a flat floor with perhaps a Pilates or an exercise mat on it. So without delaying further, the first exercise we're going to do is going to require us to use the band. Okay, and so I'm going to pop that around my legs, and we want to position it just above the knee, and then we just simply get ourselves laid back. Now you'll notice I've got a small cushion here. It's just quite nice to have the head in a little bit more of a neutral position. If I were to take that away and lay back, my head's actually tilted backwards. So this is just a small Pilates block, but you could equally use just a small towel, just folded up, just to help your spine go into a more neutral position. So our first exercise for today is we have got our feet shoulder width apart. So feet, knees, hips and shoulders are all in one nice line. We've got the band just above the knee, and our feet are drawn in, so our heels are underneath our knees. We draw in our tummies and we think of being nice and tall. And all we're going to do with this first exercise is I'm going to open out my right leg. So that's the one that's going to come towards the camera. So I'm pushing that leg out, and I'm working to hold this other leg, my left leg, in place and then back in. And I'm just simply going to go the other way. My right leg is going to stay fixed, and my left leg is rolling out to the side and back in. Now, to make this a nice challenging workout, remember that posture. So tummy in, nice and tall. And we're going to work just the right leg. So we're going to go out, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, in, 1, 2, 3. Right leg again. Out. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. And you could continue that through up to, we're looking at getting to about 10 reps. Now, if you're doing that right, you're going to feel it in your outer glutes here, your outer part of your bum cheek, okay? Just in this area here. And then we would switch and do exactly the same on the other side. Happy with that? All right, so our second one, we need our folded up towel or our pillow or our cushion. And we're simply going to place that between our knees. This time we're going to work both legs together and we're going to squeeze our legs together, trying to squash our towel, cushion or pillow. So quite simply, we set that postural position up. So we're nice and long in the body, nice and tall, tummy buttons drawn in. We've got our feet, our knees, our hips and our shoulders all in one line. And we've got our heels just drawn up underneath our knees. From here, we're going to squeeze our legs together. So we're squeezing. 1, 2, 3, and relax off. Now, you don't have to flop the legs open, just relax the squeeze. So let's do 5 of those. So here we go. So squeezing for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And squeeze 1, 2, 3, and relax. Number 4, squeeze 1, 2, 3, and relax. And the last one, squeeze 1, 2, 3, and relax. Now, if you're getting that right, you're going to feel that in your groin area, inside of your thigh, in the groin area. It shouldn't be painful. It's just a nice controlled squeeze. Now, you can progress that, of course, by just squeezing for longer. And you can also make it more challenging by perhaps putting 2 cushions in there, so the width that your legs start in is slightly wider. But the principle is the same. It's a squeeze on and a hold. So we've worked going the outside and working the outer part. So that's going to help your hips to open up, and it's also going to give you hip stability to stop your legs from flopping that way. And then we've worked the adductors. So that, always think of adding together. So your legs coming together, you squeeze your adductors, that's your inside muscles, squeezing in. And that's again going to give you stability in the other direction. So we've strengthened those up. So the last one then, we no longer need the cushion or the towel. We're going to but keep it to hand because I want to show you the progression. Alrighty. So the setup for this one, feet, knees, hips, shoulders in a nice line. Feet are drawn in. And it's important on this one, you've got those heels close to your bottom, because if the heels are further away, the exercise becomes much harder. Alrighty. So ignore the band for a minute. I'm just not taking it off, but don't think about the band. From here, we're going to get that nice long posture, nice and tall. Tummy's going to be drawn in. Hands are down by the sides, and all we're going to do is just gently push up, push through your heels and push your hips up off of the bed. Now think of your spine when you're lifting it. Imagine you've got a lovely diamond necklace, and we all know that diamonds can't touch each other. So think of your spine bones being individual diamonds within the necklace. So if you were to pick a necklace up off the dressing table, you'd lift it at one end and you'd lift them up slowly until the diamonds were hanging so they don't knock into each other. That's what I want you to think about when you do this. So as we lift up here, we're lifting one spine bone at a time off of the bed, nice and tall, and then we're going to lower it back down in reverse. So one bone at a time, rolling it back down onto the bed and settle. So that exercise looks something like this then. So we're rolling up over a steady count, 2, 3, lower, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, lower, 1, 2, 3. Great stuff. So you would do that, build that up, till you can do that pretty well for 10 reps. Then what I want you to do is to bring your band into play, and yep, the cushion's back. The towel, the cushion, the pillow, whatever you've got, that's back between the knees, and we've got the band as well. So this time, as I go up, I'm going to squeeze in with my knees. So I'm going to squeeze that cushion. So I'm squeezing in as I raise up. 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to relax on the cushion. I'm going to open out. So I'm just going to support the cushion on my belly there. I'm going to open my legs out. So resistance against the band. And we're going to raise here now. 1, 2, 3. Lower. 1, 2, 3. And relax. All right. So that's our exercises. That's a couple of little progressive motions through them. So all you need is a towel rolled up, or a cushion, or if you want to get fancy, you can buy online, dead cheap, a little rehab or Pilates ball. You will need a resistance band. If you're early stages in this, I don't get anything from this, by the way, but I would recommend getting a pack of bands so that you've got a variation of resistance. Because if you're going to follow me regularly, we're going to do some other work where we'll start working with the upper body, and we're doing resistance work using the bands elsewhere. So you will get your use out of the pack. But you may prefer to go and buy the slightly more comfortable ones. But you need a band, you need something that you can squeeze, and you can crack all of those exercises. And that is going to give you some stability through the hips, some strength through the hips, which will complement the core videos that we've done, building up that core strength, and also the videos we've done from seated and standing for leg strength as well. So if you're starting to bolt this package all together, we are going to get pretty strong and pretty stable in our posture, and of course in our ability to move. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you do get the kit, and I hope you can take on that. If you like it, you're getting some good support from it. Do put some great comments down for it. We always love to hear nice comments. Keep following us, watch this space. There's always plenty more to come. Thanks again. I'm Chaz at Physio Fitness, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye now.